Good day, everyone. Ryan from the Grumpy Old Gamers here, and this is the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. With me, as always, is my good friend Rob.
Hello, folks.
Guess what, Rob?
4 more years.
Just guessing? You're just really just guessing because I gave you no.
You gave me no verbal lead there.
No frame of reference.
I wasn't reading the show notes.
Guess what episode this is? It's the 20th
It's
episode.
20. Yay!
It's the 20th episode, Rob.
Yay!
We made it to 20. I like the
We
even
did.
numbers. They're always fun to celebrate.
It is, you bet. I don't have one of those little poppers.
Oh. Yeah, I don't even have a noisemaker or anything.
Huh.
I mean, I could just
throw
some stuff around I'll just throw my label maker over. That'll make a bang and a crash.
Yay!
So yeah, made it to 20 episodes.
Very nice.
Pat ourselves on the back for that.
Yay, we can record things.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean people have watched 20 of them.
No,
Who knows?
not necessarily.
Who knows? That's right.
Well, as always, we should just get moving right along because I'm sure people just love to hear our mindless banter.
Oh, absolutely. That's why people listen in, right?
So we ran the Worst Game Ever Part 2 contest.
Yeah, screw you all, by the way.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah. You gotta find some interesting stuff for us to play, that's for sure. The winner, we'll call it.
Not us.
It's not us. And the winner is Friday the 13th for NES. So we're going to figure something out. We'll announce it here in probably this week, what we're going to end up doing for this.
I'd like to announce my retirement at this time. It's been a good run. I've really enjoyed talking with all of you over this time, but
on that note, I'll be looking for a new co-host for.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I used to own that game a long time ago. Yeah.
I think I definitely rented it because I went through a real horror movie phase in my mid to late teens there. So
yeah, it's really bad.
And I probably rented it with the expectation of it being a lot like Splatterhouse. Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's not. Not even close.
You're going to be trying to jump over a lot of things, and only 2 characters can actually jump over anything. The other ones just take damage. It's great.
Awesome. I can't wait.
We're going to throw a lot of rocks together. A lot of rocks.
But yeah, people, everybody, we'll do something special. We'll play it for you in some way. We haven't quite decided yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we sure will.
Moving on to news. Why don't you start off with Intellivision news, Rob?
Yeah, Intellivision, just saying that they were going to launch a Founders Edition for that'd be October 10th of this year, and it's you get the wood grain Amico, $50 gift card. You get it's hand numbered and signed by Tommy Tallarico.
Oh,
the old Intellivision CEO, right?
Yeah.
You get a Founders patch, which I'm assuming is some sort of iron-on thing, a pin, a poster signed by the entire development team, physical CDs and digital downloads of the new Earthworm Jim, and early delivery of the edition before it hits the stores. And they were only doing 2,600 of these, and they, as of January 27th at 1 p.m. Pacific, they had the pre-sale, and I think I got one. I got the link right at 1, so 2 o'clock on Mountain Time here, and I filled out the form. I hit the PayPal. It said, "Hey, we took your money," so I'm hoping that means I'm in. So
I think I mean, if it was I'm pretty sure you're in there if they took your money.
Here's hoping. It's I like the family first kind of attitude it's got there. I saw the remake of Oh, what was that game? Night Hunter? Night Stalker?
Yeah,
One of those two.
one of those two.
Yeah. Um, looked really good. It looked kind of like a Switch game or a high-end mobile game, but the controllers look neat. The fact that they're actually releasing things now, kind of showing what it's about, and I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm like 0 for 1 for Founders Edition, so why not give it another try, right? So
Because the first one went so well, right?
could they have not picked another name for it, right? Like it had to be Founders Edition. Like no one was watching the internet from the Intellivision team.
Apparently not, right?
Yeah.
I think Night Stalker. That was the
Night Stalker, yeah, that's what it was. You're a
the,
little stick figure, you walk around, you get the gun, there's spiders, and looks good. Can't wait to try it. So
yeah. Do you think there's significance in there being 2600?
oh, it's 100%. They said it was. They actually in the email it said, "See what we did there."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Excellent.
Yep.
Isn't Atari? They're having some new system come out, or did it come out already?
No, it's in trouble. They had
okay.
the Atari VCS that was going to come out, but
Yeah,
there haven't
yeah.
been a lot of notices. They keep pushing stuff back. There's like no news, whereas the Amico you can get pictures of it and gameplay and stuff, right? So,
Right.
and they've dedicated to a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Well, we can use that to segue from one Founders Edition to another.
Hey.
Stadia announces this week 120 games to be added in 2020.
Yeah.
We're going to be adding, not going to tell you, but there's going to be
some games.
There's going to be 120.
More than 10 exclusives for the first half of the year.
Yeah.
They don't say anything about it.
No.
Just that there's going to be games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was reading somewhere, you know how many PlayStation 4 games were released last year?
No.
Like 500. Something like that.
Yeah.
120 is not a big, like 10, that's 10 a month.
Stadia is such a weird thing, though.
It is.
Know? It's like, it's not a console. It's a gaming service, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
not a great one.
And not a great one. Yeah. So for them, like, I compare it more to the Epic Store or Steam, just with the ability to play anywhere, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a GeForce Now as well, right? Where it's like it's all streamed, it's all yeah.
All right, what else can we talk about here? Blizzard Activision is leaving Twitch. I read that Twitch had paid $90 million for the first 2 seasons of the Overwatch League.
Okay.
And that's up. And Blizzard Activision is taking their toys and moving over to YouTube.
Okay.
There's been no discussion yet of the funds that probably transacted, but
probably a few bucks, right? Google has some money.
There.
I'm just gonna try and. It is very bright and washed out back there.
Oh yeah,
that didn't really help.
It doesn't help that you're white and washed out.
I'm about as pale as it gets. So I don't know how to fix that, but hopefully it's not blinding anyone in the video here.
No, you look good here.
Yay! Thanks, Kai. Thanks.
What should we talk about next? Well, if you wanna, we can file this under scary because it's true. The game Plague Inc. has seen sales skyrocket with the spreading of the coronavirus.
Yep.
Yeah, that's I mean, people are saying they're downloading it just to help understand how viruses spread. And I don't know, have you ever played it, Rob? Like,
Oh, I mean, that's the same reason I used to play Splatterhouse in case I ever got attacked by a big Jason thing. I'd know what to do, right? That's
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
because video games will solve all the problems.
They train you. They
They train
absolutely
you. Yep,
train you.
yep. When the zombies come, I'm going to be ready. I played Dying
um,
Light.
but yeah, they say that even though they base their gameplay on very scientific stuff, it is not a simulator in that sense. That is
You
their
don't say.
disclaimer. But yeah, I mean that's it's pretty fast spreading virus happening in China there, and
It's true.
it's just interesting how it affects things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, let's talk about some delays. We missed this last week because it had actually been announced, and then I didn't hear about it until after the show. But Iron Man VR delayed.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm actually looking at these delays, like, because I was looking forward to Iron Man VR and Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna take this time to catch up on my huge backlog of
Mm-hmm.
games. So
Yep. Final Fantasy VII. You got was another one that got backed up. Was it? I guess Last of Us. I don't know if
well,
that was Avengers. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the big
Avengers
one with
was
the
the
Square
other.
Enix one.
Also, Dying Light 2. I never tried the first one, but I've heard it's a different type of zombie survival game
Sure. Okay.
where you're more you're supposed to just escape the zombies instead of fighting them, and so it's actually like I've heard it's more of a parkour like running game than
Parkour.
parkour than than actual like I'm gonna take on this horde of zombies. So,
Okay.
but the news with that one is that it's been delayed indefinitely.
Cool.
They're not even announcing if they're still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Who's the studio behind that one?
Warner or Warner
Really?
Brothers, yeah,
Okay.
I believe is the ones looking after that one. But yeah, so uh, Nintendo filed a patent for a new Joy-Con stylus attachment.
Hmm.
So the speculation is that they want to do more games like Mario Maker 2,
Right.
where in Europe, I believe the pre-orders actually came with a special stylus.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's no reason you couldn't use any other capacitive stylus, eh? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not a.
And this one, it's not going to be anything special. It's just a way that you can carry it attached to the Switch from the
Okay.
pictures I was looking at.
Sure.
Um,
Did you see some of the reviews? It wasn't on the notes, but did you see any reviews of that back button for the PlayStation 4?
yeah,
Yeah, an awful lot of why and what the hell, and I
yeah,
paid how much for this, and
uh-huh. Well, I looked it up there because I was interested. I mean,
sure,
that's probably my main console. Like
right.
the PS4 and the Switch are very, very much tied for
Hmm.
playtime. And yeah, it's $40 Canadian
Yeah.
to add two buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I I've been thinking about it like this week whenever I played the PS4. I'm like, is there anything I could map to these buttons that would make my life easier?
Yeah.
And I can't really think of anything.
No,
So
no, there's still a lot of buttons on your average PlayStation 4
yeah,
controller, right? Like, I mean, maybe they're going after the Xbox Elite crowd,
yeah.
like I guess because they've got those extra buttons. But
Well, also they're saying that early patents of the PS5 controller have these buttons on it.
that makes sense. Get people used to
So
it then, eh?
yeah. So that, and they've also said that the PS4 controllers will work on the PS5. So this is a way to, I guess, this is like when Motion Plus came out for the Wii, and the very first
It's an
and the very
interesting comparison, but okay. That's
well no, because the initial ones,
mhm.
the initial Motion Plus was that block that you clip to the bottom of your
Oh,
Wii
okay.
controller, and that's
Yes.
how you upgraded the
Right.
old Wii controllers to.
Right. And I gotta admit, at the time, it made it a whole lot more. It made it better tracking, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know. I might still pick one up just for some poops and giggles.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Meaning I will
Good.
poop and then I will giggle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're
And then
going
I'll
to,
go
you may
then
as
I'll
well.
go buy that attachment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Bring in the potty humor.
That's right.
Um
Good job.
in kind of non-news, Hyperkin announced they're releasing a light gun
Mm-hmm.
for to use with Duck Hunt exclusively. Um, it can't be used on the Retron 5, but it can be used on the 1, 2, or 3.
It's a pretty limited group of people between that and Duck Hunt.
Yeah. The price is right. I mean, it's $24.99. So if you really have a hankering to play some Duck Hunt
Mm-hmm.
on a new TV, I should mention that too. That it's
Oh,
still
yeah.
been played
Yeah.
on an HD TV, but yeah.
I'm more interested in the. I just looked it up since we were talking about it. That Polymega light gun is still coming out here,
Yeah.
and the technology behind that is very very exciting. Where
Mm-hmm.
they put where it can track on anything. It puts just a white ring around the TV and
Yeah.
uses that for spatially tracking it, and it works. Whereas I hear the Hyperkin one does not work great. So
Yeah.
just waiting for the Polymega to get released, because I don't even know if it's a thing yet. You're still pre-ordering, so.
Isn't I always forget the name of it, that ultimate retro gaming system where you can buy the components.
That's the Polymega.
Oh, that's the Polymega.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's still not out.
Yeah.
They're still doing pre-orders, but it will come. So
Yeah. What else do we got here? Atari.
yeah,
Atari.
Atari in the news.
Atari in the news for everything you would expect it to be.
Yeah, like I posted on Facebook there when I did the article. I'm like, this is not a sentence I figured I'd be reading this morning.
Yeah, Atari is licensing or.
Yep, yeah, it's licensing. They're not really financially backing it because they have no
Yeah.
money, but they're making money for it.
They are licensing 8 hotels that are going to be esports studios and gaming playgrounds.
Yep, you're going to be Phoenix, Arizona is going to be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have Austin, Chicago, Denver, Las Vegas, San Francisco, San Jose, and Millet, Alberta. That's an interesting last choice, but
yeah.
Seattle's the last one.
Some of our best e-gamers out of Canada come out of Millet,
Come from Millet, Alberta.
Known for their blazing fast internet and that's cool, right? I would go stay in an Atari hotel.
It'd be interesting, right? I wonder if they'll have 2600s in the rooms there, and maybe Jaguars if you get the cheaper rooms. I don't know. That's
just because this is how my brain works. I saw this poll going around this week, or it was like a Twitter question, and it was regarding video gaming, and it's like, if you're an old video gamer, tell me something that would age you without actually saying how old, like when you played your first video game, sort of thing, like how old you are. And the kind of winning one was I had to play the video games on channel 3 on my TV. Right? I thought of a way better one though.
Yeah, what's that?
My controller had one button.
Yeah. You bet.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
One.
Just one.
How many are on controllers now, Rob?
There's 180 on a standard PlayStation 4 controller.
There is.
Yep. We just needed one.
And you gotta You got to know them all.
I remember when the Super Action controller came for ColecoVision. I remember it because it had the 4 in the grip.
Oh, right. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, that's got 4 buttons. What are you going to use 4 buttons?
Do that? I got jump. What else do I need?
You got jump and shoot? I guess 1 for jumping and shooting, and like a smart bomb, maybe? I don't know. What do you do?
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I got for news, Rob. I think we covered everything. Everything
Just
we
at
were
the
going to talk.
bottom of that article of the hotel, you were asking about the Atari VCS.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I guess this is from October 2019, but it does say that the, they use swears in it. Okay, that's a good sign. Yeah, I guess the lead the lead architect hadn't been paid for 6 months. Yeah.
Yikes. So that's not boding well for that, hey?
No, I'm not thinking that's coming out.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It is. I like these underdog stories, but not when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, you bet. Whereas the Amico actually is a working thing.
Yeah.
You know? And they've said that the deposit, I just had to put a deposit on it. And they said that if any time you want to, it's a completely refundable one. So
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So, what you been playing this past week, Rob?
Well, I'd been playing some Grid Autosports for the iPad, so on iOS.
Okay.
Because I was reading an article about, I was lamenting the loss of Apple Arcade and wondering if I should get it or not, but not wanting to sign up for another monthly thing. And they talked about this game being basically arcade quality and being $13 Canadian here and having all the downloads automatically free. And so I tried it out, and yeah, it's like a full Gran Turismo type game. It does have tilt controls, but I would not recommend anyone ever play any of those games with tilt controls. But
yeah,
the iPads and the iOS devices now do have full Xbox and PlayStation 4 Bluetooth support. So I've been playing it for PlayStation with the PlayStation 4 controller, and it's got a fully fledged out. That's not the right term.
Realized? I don't know.
Sure, a fully drawn out single player experience. You got 5 different types of racing. You've got seasons, careers, rivals, all sorts of things. So it's been taking up a lot more time, which really cements my standing as a hardcore gamer, because my game of the week has been a mobile one, but really enjoying it. So
it's out Grid Autosport, it's called, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a port of, yeah.
It's out on the Nintendo Switch.
Well, there you go. Everything's on the Switch.
Yeah, but you know how much it is on the Nintendo Switch?
Oh, $30?
45.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. Whereas I would warrant that if you have a new iPad, it's probably the same graphics. Might even be a little better on the iOS.
Yeah.
So,
it's an older game. I guess.
It's a few years old for sure.
Yeah. Because it was out for Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, PS3, 360.
PS3? Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Xbox 360. So.
Got you.
Cool.
Well, so it's a brand new game.
I like racing games.
Been looking for the next good racing game, and it's a little simmy, but it's not like playing Project Cars where you can't win a race. It's got enough of an arcade thing. You can hit people and stuff. So
I like
that. Good. I like it.
That's all you've been into this week?
That and the usual MAME and Launchbox and all sorts of emulation stuff. Yeah. Trying to run emulators on toasters and old Android phones and things. And yeah.
If it has a processor, Rob's tried to play a game on it.
It's true. And I do that. Speaking of that, I've got I got a Neo Geo arcade stick coming here that I've been
Yes.
researching now because it's got a back door open for putting more Neo Geo ROMs on it. Because with it, it's all fighting games, and I'm not a real fighting game guy, but I love me some Metal Slug. So
Well, and you can plug it into and use it on your PS4,
yeah, you
right?
bet.
Or do you have to
PS4.
plug it in or pair it? Or you can pair it.
It says it comes with a dongle, so I might have
Okay,
to plug it
so
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. No, it's supposed to be some pretty high quality parts in it too. So
That's awesome.
yeah, you're awesome. Look at that.
I've been wanting to get a big arcade stick.
Mhm.
Insert joke here. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would play besides like a fighting game.
Right.
So
Well, they're good for like vertical shooters and stuff like that too, right?
yeah,
Like
that's
it's a
true.
good shmup stick.
You know, I've had many opportunities to get an NES Advantage. I've just skipped it every time.
Yep. I had one of those when I was a kid.
Yeah,
It was
I had the knockoff.
it was great for track and field. I don't know if you remember the old track and field 2. You had to do like the hammer throw, so you had the joystick and you were spinning like that. And
I
please
had
put that in the thumbnail, me going like this.
yeah,
The video.
um, I had a stick that I used for I can't remember which sports game it was, but it was a third party. Oh, this might have been Super Nintendo, but that stick had no play.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost like even if you were moving it left or right, it didn't even feel like it was really moving, but it was
Gotcha.
registering it, right?
Sure.
And so those running games, like you just put your hand on top and move it back and forth a little bit, and you're just running like crazy.
Great.
So I've been playing, keeping up on the very current games. I picked up Stardew Valley
Sure.
and gave that a try. I'm finding I'm kind of enjoying these like Zen like just putzing games,
Mm-hmm.
and this definitely falls into that category. Like you're just, I've only played like maybe hour and a half ish, but yeah, it's fun. I like it. I like you're building yourself a little farm, and I'll have to see how it goes. Um, but first a little bit, I'm enjoying it. Now I also tried Tabs, the totally accurate battle simulator.
Yeah.
That's a Game Pass game, and I was playing it on my Xbox One, but I was getting frustrated because the print was so tiny,
Mm-hmm.
and I am so old that I had to move up to be able to see, the units I'm selecting and some of the writing on the screen.
Sure.
So I played it. I played like 8 levels that way, and then I moved on, and I was at my computer, and I added because I'm paying for Ultimate right now.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't really loaded anything up on my PC yet, so I loaded it up on my PC, and was very happy to discover that it carried my save game over
Oh, great. That's
from the
good.
Xbox. So I didn't have to do the tutorial on those first 8 levels over again. So I put a bunch more time in it because I can get right up here and do all the reading,
Excellent.
I want.
How'd it run on your PC?
Great.
Oh, good.
Great. I mean, my PC is on its last legs here, and it's running pretty good. For those who don't know, as it says, it's a totally awesome battle simulator. And you start off, and you're basically like I'm doing the campaign, and you basically are always fighting the next level up that you're working towards, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So basically, the first group is like tribesmen. Okay, so you have like bow and arrows and spears, and you're taking on the farmers who have pitchforks and some knowledge of magic and stuff. So once you kind of beat them, you you take over the farmers, and then the farmers are taking on the medieval people, and it's all knights on horses and
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. So you're always punching a class up
Yeah.
where you're at. Okay.
But I mean, I like these kind of games, like where you got to kind of figure out the perfect combination of all of your troops, and you have a certain amount of money to buy these troops, and yeah, it's just, I like that you can zoom right in and get right into the battlefield, or you can possess one of the people on the battlefield and like watch the battle through their eyes. And it totally reminds me of what I loved about Rome Total War back in the day.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so just a lot more cartoony. So
great.
It also says the game is a preview, but it's not actually finished yet. So
really? Oh, it seems like it's been out forever.
Yeah. So yeah. And of course, I've been playing lots of Dead Cells and Slay the Spire, because they're portable now.
Yes. I've thought about getting that for the Switch as well, but everything's a little more expensive on the Switch.
It really is, right?
Yeah.
No, never mind. No.
Oh.
No. Yeah. So that's what I've been playing, and that's all you've been playing.
That's all I've been playing. I guess I did a lot of that Retrocade for the review. Up on our website at www.thegrumpyoldgamers.com. Click now.
Listen to him. Come and check us out.
Yeah, but I was very discouraged because I was trying to sync some Bluetooth controllers to it. I'm like, well, something's got to work here. And nothing in it. Like, I go on Google and like, oh, it supports this and this, and none of it was getting supported. And it's because I got the old version. There's a version 1, and then there's a version 1.1, which came out like a year later. And version 1.1 has more controller support and 4 more games. And it gets rid of the pixels. You can turn off the pixel smoothing if you want, which is annoying. Right. So it's yeah.
Huh. And there's no way to update it, right? No, you can't do a firmware or...
No, it's more in a firmware. It's like a whole new thing on the chip, I guess. I looked, and every time I looked up custom firmware or doing the firmware upgrade, you can hack it. So, I mean, I've got enough ways of playing ROMs. I don't need another one. So, but it's been great. Like Boogie Wings is one of my new favorite shmups. It's a great game. So
okay.
Yeah.
So the controller it comes with, is it wireless or is it?
Nope, they're wired. They got 10-foot cables though, which is really nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you can pair some wireless to them.
Yeah, there's some RetroLink there's a list of the ones you can do. I didn't have any of them though. I think there was a Hyperkin 1 or 2 there as well.
Gotcha.
Nothing I had, so yeah.
Cool. Well, usually we would move on to the weekly poll, but we've been running the poll for the Worst Game Ever Part 2, and we all know how that turned out. People really don't like us. The funny thing about the poll is that we threw in Mario Odyssey in there just to be funny, and it was actually tied.
Almost won.
So
that would have been great.
That would have been hilarious. Like, we would have had to hate playing that game.
Oh boy, this is awful. I'm barely enjoying myself. Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything making me like overtly grumpy this week.
I had something.
Oh. All right.
You kind of touched on it before with the delays.
Okay.
There's two ways of looking at delays. And a common way, and a very rational one as well, would be that they're delaying because they're not ready. They're trying to avoid crunch, and that side of true is good. We don't need the games. The other side that I can't prove obviously, but I'm wondering more and more with all the delays is if they announce a date without being sure of a date back in these big entertainment shows, the E3s, just to get a date out without really even knowing, and it's all driven by marketing, and they get everyone's hopes and dreams up, and then it's like, we were never even going to be close. Like, is there a level of facetiousness about these launch dates? Like, why have launch dates then? Why not just say, hey, when it's ready? Do like Blizzard does. Diablo 4, yes.
It'll come out eventually.
When it's ready.
Yeah.
As opposed to getting all these people all excited about February, and yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, how much of that's going on, right? Like, if you're not sure of a date, don't give a date.
So let me ask you a question then, Rob. Are you saying salespeople make promises?
I know, right? This is a hard thing to believe.
That on behalf of the entire company, that can't be met by any realistic expectations.
Yeah, I know, especially coming from where you and I both worked. It's really hard to imagine that salespeople would talk out of their butts. But maybe, yeah. So I just hope that the main thing I hope out of this is that we're all learning about crunch, as far as the people having to crunch to get ready for the game's launches. And I hope no one's getting, developers and artists and programmers aren't getting abused right now trying to get these games ready, right? Like, yeah, it really is coming to the forefront now about how much of that goes on and how much of it is expected, and how the employees of these video game companies get treated. So I hope this is a step of getting away from that. And it's like, look, it's going to take another month, but our people go home to their families every day, right? Yeah. We're not working 16-hour days.
Well, I mean, I've had a little behind the scenes at a certain local gaming developer here, and they actually have like sleeping rooms that you're encouraged to use when a big crunch is happening.
Right.
So, yeah, interesting.
It is, right? It's
yeah. I mean, it's hard when it's an unspoken expectation of your job, right?
Yep.
And yeah, you don't want to be the one that brings up the, because imagine half the people don't mind the crunch. You imagine you get paid well when there's a big crunch, and making a ton of overtime and stuff like that. But then,
yeah. And there's so many people looking to get into the industry too, right? They're like, well, if you don't want to do this, we'll have 10 more people here waiting for it, right? So,
you're a senior programmer, you've been here 10 years, well, we'll hire 2 people with 2 years experience and pay them your salary.
Yeah, you bet.
It's corporations, right? But on the other side of that, they're breaking our hearts. You're getting us all excited, and
it's true. It was going to be a good February is going to be a good month, right? But
but now it's just cold and barren, like my heart.
Sigh.
Okay, how about cold and barren like an Alberta winter?
There you go. We'll there you go. Yeah.
Well, excellent.
You bet. Yeah. Another week.
Another week's gone by. Yeah. That's all I got, Rob. You shared your grump there, and I agree with it.
Yeah. So keep your eyes peeled for the best or worst ever part 2 coming soon.
Yeah. In the coming weeks, we got to procure. Neither one of us have a copy of Friday the 13th, so we're gonna.
Strange, I know, right? It's
procure one. And yeah, we'll do something different this time.
Yeah,
Da-da-da.
it's going to be great.
All right,
So
well,
good.
if that's all you got, Rob, that's all I got. And we'll just remind everyone that definitely check out our website, thegrumpyoldgamers.com. It's where we post all of our original content. And if you want to be up to date with current news, come check out our Facebook group, The Grumpy Old Gamers. And yeah, look for us. We've got stuff everywhere. We got it in all the podcasting. We're on the YouTubes.
That's right. Even got an Instagram account that we use once every 6 months. But it's there.
Remember to use it. Yeah. Thank you everyone for checking us out again. This is episode 20, so we've it's a milestone. Another milestone.
It is. That's right.
Okay.
Right on. Well, take care, everyone.
Have a good day.